Card counting. The very phrase conjures up an image of a mysterious and elusive strategy, a secret weapon used by the most cunning of players. It's a technique shrouded in intrigue, often seen as the domain of the sharpest minds at the casino table. The allure of card counting lies in its promise of tipping the scales, subtly shifting the odds in favor of the player in a game that's usually stacked against them. At its core, card counting is a strategy used by advantage players to determine whether they or the dealer has the upper hand in the next round. This involves keeping track of high and low value cards dealt and adjusting betting and playing decisions accordingly. The essence of this strategy lies in the fact that high cards tend to favor the player, while low cards generally benefit the dealer. Card counting is not a simple trick, nor is it a guaranteed ticket to success. It demands focus, quick calculations, and a keen understanding of the game. And while it's most commonly associated with blackjack, this technique has found its way into the strategies of players engaging in other casino games as well. But who was the mastermind behind this ingenious technique? Let's delve into the annals of history. Card counting, as we know it today, can be traced back to one man, Edward O. Thorpe. A mathematics professor with a doctorate in physics, Thorpe had an intellect that was as sharp as a card deck's edge. But his interest in blackjack wasn't initially sparked by a love of gambling. Rather, it was his curiosity in the mathematical complexities of the game that drew him in. In the early 1960s, Thorpe began applying his mathematical prowess to the world of blackjack. He used probability theory and computing power to analyze the game, and in doing so, he stumbled upon a strategy that would change casino gameplay forever. Thorpe discovered that by keeping track of the cards that had been played, a player could determine when the odds were in their favor. This was the birth of card counting. In 1962, Thorpe decided to share his groundbreaking strategy with the world. He published a book titled Beat the Dealer, which quickly became a bestseller. In this book, Thorpe detailed his card counting method, known today as the 10-count system. This system was the first of its kind, allowing players to shift the odds in their favor. Over time, card counting has evolved and diversified. While Thorpe's 10-count system was revolutionary, it was also relatively complex and required a high level of concentration to use effectively. As the years rolled on, other mathematicians and gamblers began developing their own card counting systems, many of which were simpler and easier to apply than Thorpe's original method. This evolution has led to a variety of card counting strategies, each with their own strengths and weaknesses and levels of complexity. And so, a revolution in casino gameplay was born. But how does one count cards? At its core, card counting is a strategy of observation and calculation. This method, while seemingly complex, can become second nature with practice and dedication. Let's delve into the basics of one of the most popular card counting techniques, the high-low system. This system is a balancing act between high and low valued cards, with high cards offering an advantage to the player and low cards benefiting the dealer. In the high-low system, cards are assigned a point value. Cards 2 through 6 are considered low and are given a value of +1. 7 through 9 are considered neutral and hold no value. They're simply 0. High cards, 10 through ace, are assigned a value of -1. As each card is dealt, you keep a running count, adjusting the total according to the value of the cards you see. For example, let's imagine you're watching a game unfold. The dealer hands out a 3, a 9, and a queen. You would add 1 for the 3, add nothing for the 9, and subtract 1 for the queen. Your running count would remain at 0. The goal of this running count is to give you an insight into the nature of the remaining deck. If your count is high, there are more high-value cards left in the deck. This usually means a greater chance of hitting a blackjack or the dealer busting. Conversely, a low count suggests a deck rich in lower-value cards, which generally favor the dealer. However, it's not just about keeping track of the numbers. A successful card counter must also master the art of blending in, of appearing to be just another player. After all, casinos aren't fond of card counters, and keep a keen eye out for them. With practice and precision, card counting can tip the scales in your favor, but remember, the house always has its eyes peeled. So, as you embark on your card counting journey, remember to play it cool, keep your count discreet, and above all, enjoy the game. So, Where can these card counting skills be put to best use? Well, the answer is in the classic casino game of blackjack. This game is the perfect playground for card counters due to its inherent structure. The player's decisions in blackjack can greatly affect the outcome, and knowing what cards have been played can give you a significant advantage. However, not all blackjack games are created equal when it comes to card counting. In games where multiple decks are used or the deck is frequently shuffled, card counting becomes less effective. That's because the more cards there are, the harder it is to keep track of them all. Moreover, frequent shuffling resets the count, making it difficult to gain a substantial edge. But don't let that discourage you. With practice, even these challenging conditions can become a thrilling test of your card counting abilities. Just remember to keep a low profile, as casinos aren't too fond of card counters. So, are you ready to try your hand at card counting? Remember, the key is to play responsibly. After all, it's all part of the game. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Also, leave your comments below. Until next time, happy gambling.